is that? Well, apparently I have a cough. I have no idea what I look like. It is so bright outside. I just finished working out. It's early in the day. Is anybody online? Is anybody on YouTube? Oh, my water's almost gone. Oh, somebody liked the video. Who liked the video? Where are you? Who did that? I just finished my workout. And I'm doing this whole like daytime working out thing. And I'm just sitting in my garage being super lazy. And I had some spare time and thought, why don't I go live? See if anybody is available. But I'm live on my phone. So it's harder for me to maneuver things. Hey, how are you? What's going on with you today, sir? How are you doing? I just finished working out and I thought, why not go live? I have nothing to share. I have nothing to talk about. But I'm free. I actually was supposed to be traveling today and tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday and Monday. I don't remember the days. So instead of traveling, I have time. So I'm like, why don't I go live? I'm okay. I just finished working out, did some cardio, did some core, working on this summer body. But I'm okay. I can't complain. What are you up to? Are you doing schoolwork? Are you at school? Are you working? What do you got going on? There's 3 people in here. Hi, welcome 3 people. I'm live on my phone, so I can't send anybody a link. So before anybody asks for me to send them a link, I cannot do that because I'm on my phone. I'm also in the garage, so my service might not be that great. And I have no idea what I look like. So like I can kind of see myself. You know how like when the sun is out, but you're in the shade and you kind of like you can't see yourself. So I can't really see what I look like. So I hope I don't look too crazy. This is what after workout looks like. But yeah, I'm at the store right now picking up some things. I need to go to the store. I need to do my weekly. So I like don't like to leave the house because I'm weird. But I'll leave the house. Like it's not like a thing. But when I leave the house, I try to get everything in one swoop. Yeah, I have a gym. That's what, it's so funny you say that because I think sometimes when I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go work out, like people think I'm like going to go work out, like I'm going to like go do this like long like excursion and get in the car and leave the house. No, I'm not. So yeah, I think in one of my videos, no, it was a short. In one of my shorts, I think about the Steelers being in the playoffs. Yeah, like months ago. I had a short and it was like, oh, my Steelers are or we made the play. I don't know what the F I said. But yeah, I think I think it had like all of this in the background. I guess people just assume that I wasn't at home. I don't know. But yeah. That's why usually when I'm like, all right, I gotta run, I'm going to work out. It's like I need to eat, I need to change, I need to get focused, and then whatever. But yeah. Yep. This is my and it's so nice outside. It's so nice outside. And I want to be honest right now, like I am live because I'm being lazy. I actually should be going inside. I should be showering. I should be eating. I should be doing like all those things. I'm not doing any of those things. I'm in the garage. Oh, there's a bug. Okay, it's gone. So yeah. There's not that much in here though. Just a couple of things. Just a couple of things. Who else is in here? Who else is in here and doesn't want me to know they're in here and they don't want to talk to me? Let's be friends. Let's chat. You can let me know you're in the comments. I don't bite. I don't think I bite. Hi, how are you? I'm happy that you're here. I don't know. Have you ever been? I don't think you've ever been in one of my lives. Well, maybe you haven't. You just haven't said anything. Have you watched some of the pro days? I have not. So no, I'm lying. I'm lying. I watched a little bit of LSU's, and I feel like I watched somebody else's. You know how sometimes like you have something on and like you're watching it, but you're like not really watching it. I can't even remember who the other team is, but like I don't really, I don't really like this time of the year. Like I feel like this time, so I'm one of those people that like, there's so much overstimulation happening right now. It's like not draft time. Spring ball is like in and out, pro day, then this, then everybody's thinking about their draft boards. I'm a baseball fan. I like watching baseball starting today. So I just feel like there's so many things happening for me right now that I'm like, okay, I have to focus. I have to work. I have to do what I have to do. I have to work out. I have to sleep. I have to drink water, all those things. Then also I have to create content, do what I'm supposed to do for my like YouTube channel, whatever. Then I have to like watch watch pro days, watch sports, do this. Baseball is starting, so I have to focus on, I'm overwhelmed. And then a friend of mine reached out about like me maybe publishing another article. So I just, you know, life is a little bit in my way right now. My eyebrows look brutal. I can't watch baseball, way too boring, and my patience is too low for that. So it's funny because a lot of people cannot watch baseball. I got it. But my dad growing up always like he always had on baseball. Kind of like I grew up in a sports. That's how my house was. And so I naturally just I like baseball. So like now when I watch baseball, I almost feel like I'm hanging out with my dad. So it's like it's very similar to me. I mean, I'm not as into baseball as I am into football because they place too many games for me. Like you can dip in and out of baseball throughout the season. Like you can watch like the first 20 games and then like not care for a little bit and then like after the NBA finals pick it back up and then like take another break. So there's like this ebb and flow with baseball, which I really like, that you don't get in other sports because they play 162 games. And then I like going to baseball games. I like going to baseball games. I like sitting in the, like behind the plate is the best seat, I think. But I like baseball. A lot of people don't like baseball, but I like baseball. And I don't think there's anything better than going to a baseball game. Well, there are better things than going to a baseball game. But yeah, you know what else is fun that a lot of people, I can't watch it on TV, hockey. I can't watch hockey on TV because I'm like I can barely see the puck. But I like going to hockey games, especially in Pittsburgh. Go figure. Hi everyone, there's 6 people in here. I have no idea who you are, but hi, welcome to this random live where I am being completely lazy and I don't want to go back inside and shower or eat. So I am just being lazy. It is cold. That is true. It is cold, but it's fun. Like I've been to I've been to like quite a few hockey games and I have seen a hat trick, which was super fun to watch everybody throw their hats, which in my personal opinion, like hats are expensive. So I can't believe that you're going to just like throw your hat, but whatever. So that was cool. I've been to a playoff hockey game, which was super intense. But it's just fun. But I don't know if I would rearrange my life to go to a hockey game. But if I could fit a hockey game into my life, I would do it. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's just how I feel. But it's kind of funny when you think about my hair is so tight. So as my sweat starts to dry, my hair is going to get super tight. I'm going to look like a heathen in here in a little bit with my hair being a complete flop. I'm also outside, and there's so many things. I'm not outside. I can see the outside. So you might hear noises. You might hear cars, birds chirping, planes. There's a private airport near, so you might hear a plane that's going to sound like it's super close. It's not as close as it sounds. I hear a beeping. I don't know if you can hear the beeping, but anyways, those are all the things that are happening around me. It's cool. The fights are hilarious. The fights are pretty interesting. Like, I just can't believe they like allow them just to like fight. That's wild to me. But yeah, now my person across the street is like doing yard work, so now I'm I gotta stay focused. But anyways, how's everybody else doing? What city or sorry, not what city, what state are you in? Oh my gosh, I think he's about to put up wind chimes. Hey Jen J, how are you? I'm just here blabbing. I just worked out. I'm being lazy. I'm being a lazy adult. I watched some spring practices of the teams in the Big 12. Oh, okay. South Carolina, nice. You know what? Have I ever been to South Carolina? Nope. I think South Carolina is one. So I think there's 12. I think there's 12 states I need to visit. Or wait, 11. I don't know. There's either like 10 or 11 states I need to visit. And South Carolina is one of them. Yeah, have I ever been to? I know I've been to North Carolina because I've been to Charlotte. God, I feel like I've been to South Carolina, but I can't remember. I can't remember. Or you know what? I would know. I think we were supposed to go to South Carolina, but we didn't go. I stayed in North Carolina. Yeah, South Carolina is definitely on my list. So I have like, let's see, places I haven't been. So I haven't been to Alaska, South Carolina, Seattle, New Mexico. I think, yeah, Seattle, New Mexico, Delaware. And then it's like Montana, Idaho, Wyoming. Montana, Idaho, Wyoming, South Carolina, Seattle, Alaska, New Mexico. That's only 7. That's only 7. Yeah, I've been to North Carolina. I can't, that's only 7. Where are the other 3 states I've never been to? Oh, Minnesota. I've never been to Minnesota. It's only 8. It's only 8. So you got work cut out for them boys. Look. I know. I've been to Kansas. I have been to Kansas. Oh, sorry. So I don't think anybody can see your comment because you cussed goat, but he said Kansas. Is that who you've been watching? It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Now I can't stop thinking about the states I haven't been to. He posted Kansas. Go, can you retype Kansas without the cuss word? Please and thank you. Hi, Scoop Brooklyn. How are you? You know what? I recorded like a bunch of videos yesterday. And as I was recording the videos, there was like this like humming that was coming because there's like nobody cares about why. But there was this humming noise, and I was like, I'm like, none of these videos are going to work. The sound quality is terrible. This sucks. This sucks. I hate this. This is stupid. And then this morning I was watching back all the videos. You can't hear anything in the background. So I was being dramatic. So just being dramatic. Okay, let me scroll up. Okay, the Cornhuskers, Arizona. It's a lot. You basically never been to the boring states. Yes, I've been to New York. So, okay. So, yeah, so here's the thing. I want to go. So, a friend of mine did you know how people like get in there, they rent like what do you rent? The things, the big things you rent or whatever. And they did Wyoming, Idaho, and Montana. And I was like, that is super cool. Yeah, an RV. They got the RV and they went to like Wyoming, Idaho, Montana. And I was like, I want to do that because I love potatoes. Like why would I not want to go to Idaho? Well, then their RV broke down. And when the RV broke down, I was like, absolutely not. Like, I don't want any part of that. So, but yeah, so yes, I need to go to Idaho, Idaho. What did I just say? Oh, and I've never been to the North Dakota and South Dakota. I love road trips. Like, I love road trips. Like, I love road trips. I think they're fun. And those are the other ones. So now I'm at 10. So South Dakota, North Dakota. So that's 10. So that's the 10 I haven't been to. So I have New Mexico, Alaska, Seattle, Montana, Idaho, Wyoming, North Dakota, South Dakota, Delaware, South Carolina. Yeah, those are my 10. So those are the 10 states I've never been to. I've been everywhere else. Like I've done like New Hampshire, Vermont, like I've done all that, Maine. So yeah, I just have those 10 left that I need to go to. And you know what's funny is out of all of those, the only place I really want to do that I haven't done that like I've actively like planned to go and I didn't go was Seattle. It's the only place that I've been like, I want to go to Seattle. But yeah, I've been everywhere else. I've been to Connecticut. I've been to Washington State. Wait, Washington State, like Washington, D.C.? Listen, geography, that's not where I shine. I've like, yeah, because I've been all through there. Like I've gotten like obviously the Pennsylvanias. Yeah, I've done all of those other ones. I would rent an RV and stream tailgating. I've been out west. Oh, you're talking about no, like Seattle. No, so I've always wanted to go to Seattle. That's always been a place where I've always wanted to go, and I've planned going to Seattle. I've planned going to Seattle 2 times. No, 3 times. The first time I ended up going to Utah, which was a blast. Which, if you have never been to Utah, you've got to go to Utah. It's fun. It's just fun. It's different. It's fun. And then the second time, I was actually going to go to a Steelers game, and I actually ended up going to another football game because Seattle, like the Steelers were playing in Seattle. But yeah, so I've never been. So I've always wanted to go there. So I've always wanted to go to Seattle. The one thing I really want to see there is waterfalls. I've heard their waterfalls are amazing. So I've always wanted to go see the waterfalls. And now I'm wondering if there's another state that I'm missing over there that I haven't been to. Maybe it's 11 states. But anyways, one day I love Utah. Yeah, no, same. I travel a lot too. You know what's funny is I traveled a ton, probably, I don't travel as much as I used to. And now when I travel, it's like I'm older, so it's like a little bit more intentional. Like I'm going for something very specific. Um, Now, like here lately, like the past like 3 months or so, I've been really into waterfalls. I don't know why. So now I'm like, I want to go to where who has the best waterfalls. So really, I'm trying to find reasons to get to Seattle. Um, so that's why. But yeah, Utah is nice. I need to get to Seattle. Like, I really need to get to Seattle, really, like, right now. Um, but yeah, you know where else is a fun place to like visit that I think a lot of people don't talk about, because it's kind of random. Well, it's not really random. Well, I guess, well, Utah's probably pretty random. I told somebody, I was like, yeah, I went to Utah. And they're like, what did you do in Utah? Like, what did you do there? I'm like, okay, so here's what you do in Utah. Salt Lake City, you have to land there, and the airport's like yay big. A reminder, I live in Texas, so everywhere I go, everything's like yay big to me, except when I go to like other places. You have to go to Salt Lake, like, and just like go do things in Salt Lake City. And then you have to go to Park City. Like, Park City is like touristy, but it's like you just have to be there. You just have to go experience it. Like Park City, Utah, it's a little pricey, but just do it. It's fun. But the sleeper for me in Utah was Moab. Like like Moab with the red dirt, with all the trails and all the nature, the air smelled clean. Like, I don't know, like if you like are looking for like a sleeper vacation, that you have been to so many other places and you want to just like do something different, especially as Black people, like try Utah. Just try it. Just try it. Just try it. And the food was really good also. And I like food. I'm gonna eat. So yeah. Now that I'm just like going off about Utah. Um, but yeah. I feel like now I need to look at like a map and see where I haven't been, because I said 10. I'm thinking maybe it's like 12, maybe 11, 12. What type of biblical city is that? Which one? Moab? So the funny thing, so like Moab is not, it's where, you know, those, have you, like when you ever look at Utah and they have like the arches and the like the parks where they have like the red dirt and stuff like that, that's all in Moab. So it's like all of the like outdoorsy stuff that you would do, like that city, in my personal opinion, it's like it's very eclectic. It's a great city to just like go experience. Yeah, it's like it's like a tourist town, and there's like a ton of outdoor things to do. But it's like things that are, it's just fun. There's like state parks, and it's like it's pretty out there. It's pretty. It's one of those things that like if somebody is telling you to go visit Utah, you're like, no. But once you visit it, you will be like, you know what? Okay, that was like serene and peaceful. Um, Yeah, I haven't been to South Dakota either. I've been to Iowa, Kansas, Mississippi. See, you picked up another cornerback. Good for them. Like, good for them. I mean, wait, are you talking about the guy from yesterday, or another guy? A high school from, is that the one from Florida, or are we talking about another guy? What time is it? Oh, okay, it's 1:47. Oh yeah. I saw that. Listen, I I say this all the time. As a Texas fan, the University of Texas would pick up anybody they can. So any school, pick up players. Keep picking up players. People are going to enter the portal. You never know. Like, yeah, pick up these people. Utah's Old Desert, the Mormon Mecca. Yeah, yeah. Like, listen, and I'm not going to like obviously like it's Utah. I got it. I know. Yes, there's a lot of things. that there's a lot of things that happen there that, you know, like I don't necessarily agree with. But as far as just like ignoring those things and going and just like having a good time, I think it's a great place. Yep, Dep Peace. Hey Earl, how are you? We're just here talking. We ain't talking about nothing much. Just if you are just stopping in, hit the like button first. And second of all, we're just talking. I'm in my garage. I worked out. My sweat is actually drying, which is fantastic. And I'm just being lazy, so I thought, you know, why not just go live? See what people have to say. So I can't like drop a link. We're not talking about anything. We're just here. We're just hanging out. It's midday. It's 1:48 where I am. So yeah, you know, I'm just trying to do things. I don't know what I'm doing. Half the time I don't know what I'm doing. So also, I've been releasing videos every day. And today, somebody sends me an email. They're like, are you going to release a long form video today? I'm like, people, who wants to see videos from me every day? Like, who wants to see that? I'm gonna be honest though, I have like 20 videos that are ready to release at any time. So I just record and talk and talk and talk. So nobody wants to see a video from me every day. Wait, I don't think anybody wants to see a video from me every day. Yes, it is 1:48 where I am. At this time, I hope I'm just waiting for linebackers and defensive tackles. But, you know, at 3 cert. Listen, anyone we get as news, okay? We're trying to work our way to something. Dylan Raiola should start. I have like a rule when it comes to sports, and it's like if the freshman coming in is just as good, he doesn't have to be better. If the freshman is just as good as the guy who already has the job, the freshman should start. The freshman has more upside. That's like a no-brainer. It's 3 p.m. over in Brooklyn. I miss New York. You know what's funny? So I have visited New York a lot of times. And after a while, like when I don't go to New York, it's almost like I start hearing New York. Like I start hearing like the sounds and the cars. It's kind of like DC. DC is like, well, if you've ever been to DC or New York, you know what I mean. It's just like very like loud, and there's noise and there's sounds, and it's like yeah, look what happened to Will Howard. Exactly. You find that news or conversational piece. Yes, you share whatever you want. Archimania is triggered by your comment. Well, but he's not better. So he's not even, here's the thing. Arch Manning has the right attitude. Arch Manning he has it. He has all of it. He just hasn't been able to put it all together with all the plays. so if he manages to beat Ewers out, it will be because he has now learned the playbook and can now make all the throws, because that's what's holding him back. And that's the thing. And that, again, it's not a slight on Arch at all. But there's a couple of things that I'm waiting for him to show up. But he'll be there. He'll get that. He let Sunshine take a spot. I'm tired. That's why I said, yeah, exactly. Did you see that bridge going down? I did see that. What's weird too is I've been over that bridge. That's so weird. Life is weird. Bridge going down is terrible. I see no hate on him. I think they gotta fill that midfield gap and the lack of talent, because with LBs, a team can dunk down the field while eating up a clock. Facts, that's true. For real, I just found out he's mixed. I was surprised. I thought he was white. Oh, are we talking about Arch? I'm so confused. Yeah, the bridge is sad. Well, the funny thing is too is okay, you know what? I'm not gonna say that. That's like probably like pretty aggressive thing to say. This, yes. So that bridge in New York, and then um, there's also a bridge in Washington D.C. Oh gosh, I cannot think of that bridge, but every time I've gone over those bridges, like I get the creeps. And so I'm like, and I get it, like this ship like ran into the bridge, like I got it, but like some of these bridges they need some work. Like this country needs to work on infrastructure. Not even just bridges, like in New York, like the trains, there's a lot like we need to focus on infrastructure. Like we have to start focusing on infrastructure. And I get it, like people are like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. I'm like, in what universe did something that was built 100 years ago, why are we acting like that's stable? Like, right, like it was built 100 years ago. And we're like, no, it's fine. So you're telling me we've changed as people, we change what we eat, we change how we sleep, we change what cars we drive, we change all of these things in life, but we don't need to change our infrastructure? Yikes. Yikes. Like, how are we not changing our infrastructure? I don't understand. Right, right. Like I need to know, like, okay, so since we're talking about credentials, like the people who built that bridge back in 1930, are they still alive? And I need to know what else they built. Like, cause remember, do y'all remember like a year ago when the bridge in Delaware fell? Like the bridge that like President Biden was supposed to be on like a couple of days later, like the bridge just like collapsed. Like, like seriously, like we're like, so houses, right? Like people have full blown businesses on people that like go in and restore houses. So you're telling me a house that has been sitting for 40 years needs to be rebuilt, needs new electricity stuff, needs new plumbing, needs new foundation, needs all these new things. But a bridge that's been around for 100 years just doesn't need anything? Nothing? You're telling me the tracks in New York don't need work? Like every time it rains too much in New York, the whole freaking train system like is leaking. Like what are we doing? It's like what are we doing? Oh my god, so disappointing. Seriously, in my opinion, like, and I hope that I'm wrong. Where did this piece of hair come from? Just like some random, like, you know what? It is whatever. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's no, and the thing is like, do we even want to get into the real conversation here? Because you actually want to know who built a lot of these things were slaves. Slaves actually built a lot of these things that are available. So did we give them the best tools to build things? Like I have so many questions. Like I have so many questions, and I do agree that the older stuff had stronger. It was stronger and better, but it's still falling apart. so, so are you saying? So do you? Okay, DC Carson, do you think that something falling apart is better than something new? That's what I. That's my question. Like, like did we do we think that something that's falling apart is better than something new? Yeah, I mean, I just that's another good point, Jen J. Like, did they anticipate like how the world was going to evolve? That's what I said before. Like, we have all of these things that we are fixing and working on and doing better, but yet we're like, but no, but you know what? We need to get better. Everything around us needs to get better. We need to build better cars. We need to build better machinery. We need to build better everything. But we do not need to build better bridges. We don't need to build better bridges. We're good. We're good. They're falling apart. It's fine. It's fine. I want to see them rebuild that bridge over the process. They don't look at better as they look at longevity. And consider we have more environmental laws that present. Okay, so what I think I'm hearing you saying is that you're okay with things just falling apart? Like, where is the balance? Those old structures also have a lot of hazardous materials that would need to be deposed. Like, so basically, so what I think I'm hearing you say is because it could be costly and we might have to actually like take time to fix it, like, let's not fix it. I don't think that's what you're meaning to say, but maybe you are. My thing is like, in a world where everyone is like, we want you to be safe, we want you to be safe. It's like, so what are we going to do to make sure we're safe? Like, what are we doing? Like, we're not going to, feed the needy. We're not going to help poor people, apparently. We're not going to fix infrastructure, apparently. We don't care about gun laws. We don't care about all the things, apparently. We don't care about insurance, screwing people. We don't care about anything. But we really care about you. What? We don't care about anything. We're not gonna fix anything. Like, if it's broke, we'll fix it. Like, if it breaks down and like kills people, we'll consider fixing it. But like, if it's guns, no, we're not gonna fix that. Absolutely not. But everything else is fine. We're good. Everything's good, right? Right? We're good. Everything's fine. Infrastructure connects perfectly to see you and how the team is built. Well, no, I know. Yeah, I know. That's the whole thing. It's like, no, we care. We care. We promise we care. We really care. It's super important. Everybody's important. Are they? Like, are they? I don't think they're that important. The sun is moving. Can you still see me? I can't, I hope this looks decent. I'm probably gonna watch this live back and be like, delete. I look like a crazy lady. Hey, her moment. How are you? We're sitting here blabbing. I think I just finished working out, so, and I am not feeling like being an adult right now. So I should be in there, showering, eating, doing all those things, but I'm like, nah. The O-line and D-line are our highest priority. Adds like 10 wide receivers and 8 corners. You know what? The transfer portal is opening. They're coming. Okay, so I want to say something though, and I don't know if this is true, but I've heard this. When I say these things, just take it for a grain of salt. I've heard this. Some players sign some of their. Is that a bug? Some of their packages and collectives or whatever that they signed was for a full year, and the year is coming to an end for this new transfer portal. So if that's true, there should be people available, but I'm just like, you know what? Listen, at the end of the day, I just want us to win, okay? I don't care. I don't care what we have to do. Let's make it work. Let's win games, please. Let's just win games. And you know what? To all the like Colorado fans that are like rioting and this is like your team and you don't care and you're not going to look at anything negative and you're going to just cheer for them and they're your team and they're going to go 10-2 and they're the best team ever and you know what? I actually hope that you are right. I want you to be right. I want you to be right. I want your predictions to be right. I want your prediction. I want your belief. I want your confidence. I want all of your things that you're like, we're going to do this. We're going to stop the run. We're going to win this. I want you to be right. Please, please be right. I'm not even going to comment about the whole milk thing. Yeah, where is he? And the whole thing, it seems like a rouge. That's why I just don't even talk about it. I'm like, if he shows up, he shows up. If he doesn't show up, he doesn't show up. And then, we're going to start getting it's like probably next week we're going to get like, Sap is there. You just didn't see him on camera. He's there. You just didn't. It's like, okay, whatever. Like, it's fine. That's it. Like, I want that to be true. I want that to be real. And you know what? Maybe I just need to like start telling myself like, I want that so bad. I want them to win so bad. But it's like my critical thinking brain is like, like I want to be like wrong so bad. Like, I've never wanted to be more wrong about a situation in my entire life. I want to be wrong. Like, I like all the people that are hardcore invested and that are like, I'm a super stan, but I can't say we're going undefeated. I got us going 8-4. I mean, I have us going 7-5, and people are like, "Oh my God, you're not thinking." I'm like, 7-5? That's... I mean, listen. I just hope because like, yeah, I just hope that they do something. I just hope, please, please, like, I just hope that they like. I hope this is it. I know. Well, and okay. Honestly, you're right. Like, and so what I've learned is I'm going to try to stop comparing CU to Texas. And I say this all the time and people are like, Texas is not... Listen, I know Texas isn't like all world, right? Like, I got it. I'm real. I got it. I do know though what we look like. And I know how the team is built. I know how the team is structured. I know what it looks like to be good. And I just need to see more. Like, I just need to see more. Can I also just say something? Like, this is going to, like, I know, right? I'm being so practical, like, God forbid. Like, I'm being so... The other thing that bothers me is we have Alton McCaskill at running back. He looks the part. He fits the part. He looks great. Everybody else that we have, is everybody else 5'9", 5'10"? Anyways, you know what? Nope, I'm not doing this. So I hope, like, again, 7-5 is my prediction. I think I hope. I know that Black people are supposed to live by the wish factor. I know. We're supposed. Who said that? Was Cedric the Entertainer? I've said this before in another life. I know we're supposed to live by the wish factor, but I'm living by the hope factor. I hope we can do this. Like, I'm looking forward to pulling up on San Diego State when they come to my city. I need to have a talk with John Lewis. I know that's right. Just ask him the questions we want to know. As a Bama fan, when I saw Cincinnati step foot on the field for the playoffs, I knew they had. That's the thing. Right? It's like, and so the other part of me. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna be 100% honest. This is why I'm struggling. And this is what I want people to understand about me that I feel like they don't understand. I have watched Big 12 football for, let's just say 15 years. It's been longer than that, but let's just say for 15 years. In the 20 years. So in the time that I've watched the Big 12, I've watched these schools go up against schools that are now going into the SEC that, in my opinion, can compete with the teams that are in the SEC. I'm not saying Texas is going to win the SEC title. I'm not saying Oklahoma's going to win the SEC title. I'm just saying I think that those teams can compete. So I've watched those teams that are now going to what people say the best conference. I've watched them compete against the teams that CU is about to play. So I'm concerned. So I'm just using my deductive reasoning, and I'm like, that's why I'm concerned. And I understand that when you're a fan of a team, okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really understand this, but I think this is what happens. I feel like there's a lot of people that are fans of CU that are so obsessed with CU and that know all their players, that know their background, that know this, that know that, that know that. Great. And because they know them really well, they're assuming that that then translates to them being really good football players. And they can be really good football players. Like CU can have a really good team, right? CU can have a really good team, but somebody else's team can be better. And that's the thing that I feel like I'm missing. Like, just because I say CU's defense isn't as good as somebody else's defense, it doesn't mean they suck. It just means in comparison to somebody else's. And I don't understand why people can't like realize that like that's okay, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like I can think that I'm making this up, but I can think that Florida State has a really good defense. Like I can be like, Florida State's defense is amazing. Florida State has a great defense, right? And then I could also say, but Florida State's defense doesn't compare to Georgia's defense. And that's okay. And that's what, but it's like, I, people can't comprehend the, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying. I'm really trying to like give a really, a really detailed like explanation. And I know like most people don't want to hear it, but I'm just saying, like, I think that I just feel like we need there's levels, and I feel like you can be good, but it doesn't mean you're better than somebody else. That's it. That's it. I work with the CU community. I love y'all, but having watched championship football, I don't see the same. Yes, I'm a Bama fan, but I rock with this community. Nevertheless, some folks in the CU community are delusional. So you know what? Here's the thing. Wording matters. And if it's like people get so triggered by words that are used that they're not thinking of like what you're saying. They're like they can't like process and like hear what you're saying. Listen, one thing about Bama fans though is they're riding for their team. And those Bama fans, they are brutal against their team. So anybody that there's certain programs where it's like you get it. You get how you get it, right? Like Texas beat Bama and Bama acted like Nick Saban was like the worst thing on the planet. like, like, yes, yes. Like, yes, Texas came in there and beat Alabama. That doesn't mean that Alabama was terrible. It just means that that day, that night, Texas was better. But Bama fans are like, this is terrible. Our quarterback is terrible. Everything's terrible. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. So that's why when people are like, CU fans are, I'm like, this is football. Like, really, it's sports. Like, this is just how it goes. Because it's kind of funny because it's like a year before that, Texas or Alabama comes to Texas and beats Texas. Questionable calls. Don't even get me started on that. And what Texas thought was, we can compete. We're almost there. Like we're almost to like we're right there. And so it's like as a Texas fan, for me to lose to Alabama and step back and go, oh my God, okay, I see what we're doing. I see what we're doing. We're close. Like we're building this thing. Like we're getting this momentum, right? And then the very next year we beat Alabama, and I'm like, okay, like we've arrived. Now this year, for me as a Texas fan, like we have to keep that, right? Like you can't be this team that goes like this. Like now we have to keep our greatness. Like we have to keep being good. That's how you build good programs. So I talk to 7 of them every day. My youngest daughter knows I'm a Bama fan, but went to Auburn. They gave her a scholarship, so I'm okay. I don't like it though. They don't understand football. They are delusional at times, and they see good and never bad. That's a lot of fan bases, so I get it. But I just gotta wait and see. And you're 100% correct. It is literally March 28th. It is Wednesday. Or wait, it is not Wednesday. It is not. It is Thursday. It is Thursday, March 28th, and there's still a lot of time. There's still a lot of time. There's still some things that can happen. It can be better. Like, we hope, right? Like, that's what we're hoping for. Because here's the thing, nothing unites a fan base more than winning. Nothing. Like, see you winning, nothing's better than that. And I hope they win. Please. You know what? I want them to go 12-0. I want them to go 12-0. That is honestly what I want. I want them to go 12-0. Do I think that they will? No. But I want them to. I want all the teams I cheer for to go 12-0. I want the Steelers to go 16-0. 16-0? 17-0. I want the Steelers to go 16-0. I want Texas to go 12-0. I want Colorado to go 12-0. I don't care if anybody else ever wins a game, but that's because I'm a fan. It's like, of course I want them to go undefeated. But like, you know? There's always one truck that is like so loud. Oh wait, I don't know if you guys can hear it. Can you hear that truck? So I'm in my garage. There's this neighbor who, like, every time I open the garage or come outside or do anything, all of a sudden the neighbor appears. The neighbor's outside doing yard work. People are so weird. Facts. Like, maybe the Cowboys. Exactly. Like, I don't want my team to ever lose. Why would I want my team to lose? That sounds dumb. That sounds dumb as hell. I want my team to win. Every game. Every game. Creep. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Which is weird. What time is it? 2:15. I need a shower. So it's funny because, like, today and tomorrow, I was like, I think I said at the beginning of this, I was supposed to be traveling until my work calendar is like kind of clearish. So I have spare time, which is like random for me to have spare time. It's not random for me to have spare time. It's just I don't often have spare time. It's like I have to make spare time. What is that bug that makes that noise? Is it a cicada? Can y'all hear it? What is it, a cicada that like makes that like why did I just come up with cicada? Is that even real? I'm probably making things up. No, I think it is a cicada, the little bug that like makes that noise that's like really loud. How the hell do you even spell cicada? Yeah, okay, that's what it is. So that's what that noise is. Can you hear? It's like coming and going. How do you even spell cicada? I wish I could Google that. Is it a C or an S? How would you spell cicada? By the way, I hate grammar. Absolutely hate grammar. Does anybody know how to spell cicada? Cicada. Oh, really? So just how it sounds. Earl, where are you located? What state are you in? And if you don't want me to know, you can just tell me it's none of my business. That's fine. I'm not offended. Okay, I'm sitting on a bench, like on a weight bench. This is so uncomfortable. Hey, Webb, how are you, sir? Live in Tennessee. Oh my gosh, do you know where Cave City, Kentucky is? Earl, do you know where Cave City, Kentucky is? Or Horse Cave, Kentucky? I'm gonna take the over that a few CU players are gonna miss their flight. Shut the No, no. Because here's the thing. I you know how you go through life and like your head and your heart is saying two different things? Like that's like my struggle with CU. Like my head is saying one thing, my heart is saying another thing. Like my heart is saying like CU's got this, they're gonna figure it out. This is it, this is it, this is it, this is the moment. My head is saying you have to know if you don't show up, your spot is going to be taken. Like do the right thing. Like do the right thing. I wonder whose locker room is gonna be clean. Prime is right, and that's the thing. Like, so you know how Kwamani feels sitting on the bench. I went to Cave City. Yay! It's very rare that I talk to somebody that like knows where Cave City and Horse Cave is. So kudos to you, Earl. I hope not. That's crazy. Oh, comments are going in there. How are you doing, Webb? Hope you're good. Hope life is treating you well. We're just in here talking about nothing. I'm in the garage, did an early workout. My nosy neighbor is spying on me, but he's acting like he's so busy, and I'm sure he can hear everything I'm saying right now. So there's that. But yeah. So cicadas. Do cicadas fly? Because I'm gonna tell you all right now. If a bug, if a if a bug flies in this garage, I can't promise anything. Okay, so this is just a warning. If a bug flies in here, if a bee, if a June bug, if a fly, if anything flies in here, it's on, okay? It's either me or it's the bug, okay? So I'm just telling you, so if y'all see me acting a fool, just enjoy the entertainment because I don't do bugs. I do not do bugs. So just putting that out there. So judge me if you want to, but if that if something comes in here and you see this whole thing, like it's on. It is on. Oh wait. How do you feel about Texas? I'm guessing Texas football? Texas football? How do you feel about Texas football? There's a few scholarships opening just like before that portal. I mean, listen, decisions will be made. Decisions will be made. No, right, like I'm telling you right now, like bugs. I feel fine about Texas football. Texas football should be fine. Like, and that's so now like we've been here before, right? Like we've been, so when did we win the championship? 2005. So we won the championship in 2005 and we maintained for probably 4 or 5 years and then it tanked. So what I'm looking for Texas right now, my expectation of them is I need them to maintain being good. So that's their challenge. Maintain being good. We know you can be good. We know that you're spending a ton of money to get players. You're doing your thing. So Texas, show the F up, period. Same, I'm bad. I won't even type the word because I don't, no, seriously, like bugs. Like I'm right now, if something flies up in here, like, hey Raheem, how are you? 05, I was 4. Yeah. So I think it was 05. Yeah, 05 was when Vince Young beat USC. It was either 05 or 06. I think it was 05 or 06. And then so we maintained like where we actually before that year we were good too. So it was like from like 2004 because Vince Young was there. Then we had Colt McCoy. Like we were good for like a solid like I would say 6-7 years. And then we just weren't. And so it's like that's where I'm at now. So we're what 4 years into Coach Sark. So like this is it, right? Like maintain that stability and show me you can really show me that you can maintain where you're at. I'm just ignoring the fact that he just called us old. It's fine. I'm just ignoring it. I'm just ignoring it, acting like I didn't see it. Like, he's like, oh, back in 2005, I was 4. Okay, really? That's cute. That's real cute. Well, good for you. Good for you that you were 4. Texas ran into Bama and Mac Brown left. Well, really? Is that what we're going with? Okay, I'll let you have it. Like, if that makes you feel good, I'll let you have it. Because what the other thing, too, the funny thing about you saying that about Mike Brown, the real problem was, well, I don't know if I can say that, but that's when Baylor kind of took off and started like doing their thing. So Baylor actually changed, in my opinion, Baylor changed the way the Big 12 recruited. And once Baylor started pulling in recruits, things got a little bit interesting around here for a while because they had like RG3 and things started to shift. But who cares about that? Who cares about football history? No, go. It's okay. You're already in timeout. The my bad, like my fault. What? You're in timeout. You're done. Baylor did, and the SEC started sucking up all the talent. Yep. And it changed, and it changed. So that's why it's like, did I come back? My phone started ringing. Scam likely. But yeah, so yeah, Baylor, it's like, okay, it's like this weird thing where it's like, I always say like Baylor changed the face of a lot of things that happened in the Big 12. And then obviously Texas like went through their lull, and then they fired Mac Brown, which I will always say was a mistake, but that's a whole different conversation for a different day. And then they got Charlie Strong, and then they didn't do him any favors. And so it's just like, but that's my whole point, right? Is like, let's stop doing this. Like, are we going to be like an up and down program? I would like to think that that's not who we're trying to be. But historically, that is what we've done. So let's see. They need to be consistent. So I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. New NFL kickoff rule. What do you think? So I think I watched it play out last year. Was it like the UFL? I don't think they were the UFL last year. And I remember when I watched it, I thought, huh, this is kind of cool. I don't know what I think yet. Like, I think it might be cool. I think I might like the new kickoff rule. Like it looks a little wonky. But I think I like it. And I definitely like that. I feel like the run as fast as you can, hit as hard as you can is kind of going away. But I think I like the new kickoff rule. I want to see it. I'm hoping that the what is the league that's going to start here in a little bit? I think that's the UFL. I don't know. I think they're using that rule though. And the NFL has said this on numerous occasions that a lot of the things that they are going to, so USFL, so the USFL is going to have some things that they try, and the NFL is going to see if they want to adopt it. So a lot of the rules, okay, so last year then I watched the USFL. So last year, they said that a lot of the rules that are happening in these newer leagues are coming from the NFL. So they're working in partnership with the NFL. And so a lot of things that you might see that you might be like, they're never going to do this in the NFL. They're actually trying it because of them. which I think is cool. Like, the game has been around for so long. So, like, why not develop it? Kind of like, why are we not making new bridges? You know, I like to connect conversations. I like to tie things back together. I like to kind of, you know, if you're listening at the beginning, now you can kind of hear the ending and like see how everything goes together in life. But yeah, so I think I like the new role. I think I like it. It'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see it live with the NFL. I want some ice cream. Go, you like that circle? See, that's what old people do. Go is like, we have conversations and then we like circle them back around. It's part of being old. I'm just old. I'm just old. I'm just old doing what old people do. You know, it's fine. Millennium Crunch is my favorite ice cream. The funny thing is I actually don't like. I don't like. I'm not a huge ice cream eater, but when I crave it, I want a specific thing. We'll see you be more of a pipeline to the NFL. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. DC, I know you're saying that to be funny, but that's not a terrible thing. Because here, like, I think we forget sometimes, like, let's think about numbers here. How many college teams is there? Like 133 schools that play football or something? 133 or something. And there's only 32 NFL teams. So we're talking about a huge like funnel. Like, if they make it to the UFL, like, that's not terrible. Respectfully, that's better than half of us are doing right now. So like, if they're a pipeline to the UFL, I think that's great. And I think it would be cool. I think they would do well in the I think they would do well in the UFL. I don't think that's a bad thing. So and like, I think that's what the NFL is trying to do with the UFL. Yeah, I think they're trying to kind of make it, you know, like how they do with, so I have this like radical idea, but hey, Smiley, um, it's funny because I don't eat ice cream, but I just grab it. It's funny. I think that sometimes like, so basketball did this. Like, I remember when like Klay Thompson was like coming back from like his ACL and his Achilles or whatever, and he was able to play in like that lower league, to just like get his legs under him, to get himself ready to like get ready to go. And so he was able to like go down and play that lower league, and then he was able to go. Similar with like baseball, like with pitchers, like pitchers will have surgery and they like work their way back, and they like come and play in like the lower divisions, and they like get to play real ball, and then they get to go back up. Like, I like that. I hope baseball does do it best. I hope that's what the UFL is. I hope it becomes this league where, you know what? You're not ready for the NFL yet. You're not ready. However, we have this new league, and in that league, you're going to be able to play. You're going to be able to prove yourself. You're going to be able to test yourself. You're going to be able to build your strength, whatever. And it's in the off season, so the chances of somebody playing in the spring and then getting to go to mini camp in May, like, I think that's cool. Like, I just think that that's cool. It's been a couple players that have gone from the, yeah, exactly. As long as you can get a check, I'll play anywhere. Exactly. That's my thing. That's no long. That's exactly my point. It's no longer you NFL or bust. There are other leagues. Exactly. Exactly. I love that. And the even better thing is, didn't like a couple of years ago or last year, whatever, wasn't like one of the quarterbacks from that league, didn't he actually play in the NFL? And there was like a receiver, I think, that came up from the UFL that like made it on an NFL team. So like, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I like, I obviously I can't play football, but if I could play football and I didn't make it, and I like didn't get drafted, I'm going to the UFL. So anyways, I actually enjoy the UFL better. They seem to play harder. Well, because they're still playing for the shot. Like they're still, I agree. Like it's almost like they're still grinding it out. And then they have all these like different types of rules. And like last season, I liked how we could hear the coaches. I liked how we could hear like the play calling. I liked how they would do like sideline interviews. So I thought it was cool. I thought it was like a cool spin on a game that we all know and love. Like I just thought it was like a really cool thing. Um, it's like physical chess. Wait, what? Are you talking about baseball? I like baseball too. I like baseball a lot. I think baseball's fun to watch. Yeah, they're playing like their life depends on it. Right. There's a school bus coming. So if it gets too loud, somebody just tell me that you can't hear me because it's going to come and then it's going to go exactly like that. What about the Steelers? What about the Steelers? Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. I don't have a terrible towel to wave and be annoying, but that's my team. Oh, you didn't like my chant? I am such a lazy human today. Oh my gosh, I'm so lazy. I think I'm gonna stay on for like 25 more minutes. I feel like I have something at 3. Do I have something at 3? I can't see anything. I can't see my calendar. My phone is live. I do this. I'm like, I'm just gonna be live for a few minutes, and then here I am, like an hour and a half later. Um, my boyfriend played baseball, and I would leave the game after it start and come back, and I was like, that's hilarious. Russell and Justin. So happy to have them both. Super excited to get them started. I'm excited. Like we were 10-7 last year. We were 10-7 last year. And we had Kenny Pickett, Mitch Trubisky, and Mason Rudolph at quarterback. Mike Tomlin should have got coach of the year. My team was so terrible. Oh my God. We were so terrible. We were so terrible. And we were 10-7. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see. Kenny's terrible. Yeah, glad he's gone. Glad he didn't want to compete. He's terrible. You know what the thing about baseball is that I like. I think I like. I feel like every other sport I watch is like so fast and moving, and you have to pay attention. I like the slowness of baseball. Like I like that I can like take my time and like work through the game. It's just different. Like I feel like every other sport, like baseball is just like calm. It's just like slower. I like that. Because football, it's not like that. Obviously, basketball, you're running up and down in the court. Oh, okay. We almost had a moment. Mason Rudolph. Mason Rudolph was great at Oklahoma State. He just shouldn't have been in Pittsburgh. He can be great at Oklahoma State. This weight bench is so uncomfortable. It's all falling apart. It's all coming down right on live. Yeah, Mason was amazing at Oklahoma State. He was great. I think Mason was great. And you know what? And let me give him his credit. He is the reason why we were in the playoffs this year. Like, he's the reason why we won at the end of the year. And he's the reason why we're in the playoffs. And for that, we get to send him to Tennessee. And everybody's happy. So he now can go work behind, who's the quarterback there? Is it Levis? He can go work behind Levis. He can go do whatever it is he wants to do there. Fantastic. Thank you for your service. You are amazing. And we're gone. Yeah, so great. Go worry about your potential in Tennessee. I think I spoke the bugs into existence. As long as it doesn't come near me, I'm okay. Of course, it's buzzing. It's like bzzz. Oh, I don't need to flash the camera. I have on a bra, so everything's fine, but that was close. Mason has potential. Yeah, he has potential, and he can go work on that potential in Tennessee. It's fine. And I'm happy for him. He did his job, right? He came in, he was a backup. He worked his way into the starting job. He had the starting job. Pickett was healthy, and the Steelers were like, no, we're sticking with Mason. And we got to the playoffs, and great. And he earned himself a starting job somewhere else. And now he can go. The college football season will be lit. Can't wait. Pray for Vikings Nation. We don't want. Well, there's that. Yeah, I saw that. Like, why would they want Kyler Murray? Like, what have they seen that has what have they seen that made them go, Kyler Murray's our guy? Kyler Murray. Like, because he's a little mom. When I read that, all I saw were his little, you know how like when he's running, it's like all you could see is like his little legs because he's it's like running through. That is funny. That's funny. That's funny. Where do the Vikings pick Jen J in the draft? What number are they? Which oh my gosh. He's like, I'm telling you, he's like, literally, this is what I see. Like, every time I look up, I'm like, here comes Skylar. Like, I mean, and don't get me wrong, listen, he's fast. He's so fast. He's like, his little legs are just like going. Oh my God, he would be amazing in baseball. He would be absolutely amazing. I mean, he was slated to go like in the first round. He would be amazing in baseball. He would be absolutely phenomenal in baseball. Like, it wouldn't even be close. Pick 11. Ooh. Yeah, he is a Texas legend. He is. That's facts. He is a Texas legend. But you know what's funny about Texas? Like, he is Drew Brees. There's somebody else that came from Texas. Nick Foles, but he kind of like fell off. But like there's yeah, he was crazy in high school. He's just so little. He's just so little. They picked number 11. Ooh, interesting. They picked number 11. That's interesting. Wait, 11 and 23? How did they get picked 23? You know what? Well, they could do something interesting and go get a QB. I don't understand the Kyler Murray thing though. Like, maybe I'm missing it. From Cleveland. Oh, I think, was he part, I wonder if that was part of that just Sean Watson trade. I think okay, okay. How you feel about what Shador said about the 5A, 6A? So okay. Here's the funny thing about Shador, what Shador said. Shador went to private school. So like I don't understand. But you know what? I will say this. There is this weird stigma. This is like a really big deal in Texas. Like this whole like big school, little school, 5A, 2A, 3A, 4A. So being that I live in Texas, I totally understand what he was saying. Because that's what you do. You kind of like throw shots at like people that came from bigger schools, or like they came from 5A, but you were in private school, or vice versa. Like that's what you do. So I get the nature of it. But I actually, the quarterback is right. Like 6A football is like the real deal. 5A football, like, I don't know if any of you have ever caught like a Texas state championship game, like when high school. Like if you ever watched one of those games, you would be like, this is high school? Like these guys are huge. They are. So it's different. Right, that's probably it. Yeah, yeah, okay. So why do they want Kyler Murray? What is Kyler Murray going? And he just got that big contract. Why would you want Kyler Murray with that big contract? Somebody's got to make that make sense. A lot of them do is play five, right? And they will roast him because he went to private school. So like, look up DeSoto, Allen High School, Duncanville. Look up some of these Houston schools. Like these, like football's for real. Like I think in the last like state championship game or whatever, they said in the last championship game they said. So it was like obviously 22 people play on the field, 11 offense, 11 defense. And I think they said there was like, so 22. I think they were like, of the 22 people that are on the field right now, 17 of them had like D1 scholarships. Or like it's crazy. It's like I mean, I live in Texas, and I like feel weird saying certain things because I'm like, yes, in a lot of ways I am a homer because this is what I see. But if you ever watch a Texas state championship game, 6A athletes, I'm telling you, you're going to be like, what kind of football is this? Like they're big, they're fast, like they're good. It's like good football. So you have nothing else to do in your life and you're like, what can I do with my time? Go look up state championship games in Texas. So and that's the thing, like I get what Shador was saying, but at the same time, like that's how they jab at each other. Like there's a like, oh, you were in private school. Oh yeah, well I played 6A. Like, oh yeah, well, it's like that's what they do. No, like it's if you like just like the game of football and you're just like curious to see what Texas football looks like, just go look it up. Like I'm telling you, you're gonna be like, why are these kids so big? Like, why are they so big? Like, where are you going? Where are you going this big? Like, what are you doing? And then you're like, oh, this person's committed to Ohio State, and this person's going to Tennessee, and this person's going to Texas, and this person's going to Georgia, and this person's going to Florida. And you're like, oh, okay. It's different. It's just a little bit different. Yeah, and there's a lot. There's like, I'm trying to think. There's a couple of schools in Houston that are just like, I think Katy is another school in Houston that's good. There's so many schools that you're just like the football's amazing. It's amazing. But But yeah. Anyways, you know what? I kind of want to talk. I feel like I kind of want to talk NFL. Like, I kind of want to talk. Like, that Minnesota thing has me thinking, like, what is going on? Why Minnesota? I can't let it go. Little Mahomie that um I'm actually curious to see like what other people think. I might come on later today. Yeah, but like why would Minnesota want to take that on? Like, leave Kyler where he's at. I really think they just found a place to dump him. So, but like, why would Minnesota? Well, but you know what? I guess, I mean, how many years did he sign that contract for? Is it 4 years? Or is it 4 years? Yeah, and see, now I'm on my phone, so like I can't type, like I can't use my computer to like research anything. So I feel like I'm like having a blind conversation. But like but I guess if he signed the big contract, it's already 1 year. Minnesota doesn't have a quarterback. He could be there for 2 times. 2 times. Maybe. Who do you think will be the NFC and AFC championship? Oh gosh, I have no clue. It's kind of like too early for me to tell also because I'm curious to see something about this draft. I feel like we're going to see a lot of ebbs and flows. Um, I don't think a lot of teams have key pieces yet. Like I think they're still um I appreciate you. I appreciate you doing your Googles. Um I don't know yet, Earl. Kyler Murray now has an additional 29 million fully guaranteed for 2025 on top of the 35.3 he's guaranteed this season on his contract he signed in July. Okay. So if that is true, if they sign him now, I wonder then if Arizona still has to pay for his contract because it's fully guaranteed as of right now. So I'm wondering if because it's similar to what the Steelers did with Russ, right? Like, you don't have to pay him this large sum of money. We will actually be responsible for that, but you get the player. I think if you can get Kyler in that type of deal, I think that that's a good deal. But I would not. And he gets to prove it, right? Like, let's say he goes to Minnesota and he kills it and does amazing. So yeah, then if he does amazing, then it works. I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna shower. I might come back on later today and do another live, and get on my computer and like do a StreamYard, and I might talk NFL. I don't feel like anybody's really talking about the NFL. Would anybody want to like talk about the NFL with me? Like if like 3 people are interested in talking NFL, like I think we should do it. And I can like get on my computer and get on StreamYard and like drop the link and do stuff like that. And there's a butterfly. The only thing I'm not scared of is butterflies. But I'm actually curious to know like some of these teams and what they're doing. Like I'm like, what are we doing, friends? What are we doing? We enjoy trashing the Steelers. Yeah, I don't mind. I'm not gonna take it personal. That's the thing. Like, I don't care. I always say, like, I don't care if you don't like my teams. It doesn't bother me if you don't like my teams. It's fine. Like, the funny thing about the Steelers though is people are always like, I don't like the Steelers, blah, blah, blah. But I cheer for Mike Tomlin. I'm like, how do you not like the Steelers? The Steelers. How do you not like the Steelers, but you cheer for Mike Tomlin? Like, make it make sense, people. Like, make it make sense. So you're cheering for the black man. Okay, I got it. But no, seriously, I might come back on later and do some NFL stuff. I need a shower. I need to eat. I'm hungry. I think I have a meeting at 3:30 or something like that. But anyways, I'll talk to you all later. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to hit that like button. I am terrible at saying like hit the like button, share, subscribe, all those things. But anyways, I'll talk to you all soon. Thanks for joining and allowing me to cool off after my workout. Bye.